For all of you that might not want to kill animals, but enjoy hanging simulated carcasses of said wood-like creatures on the wall, and to continue with our cardboard August theme, we have a cardboard deer head right here. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
All this week on FabLab.
FabLab, episode 12. Oh dear! It's Thursday, August 11th, 2011. Yeah.
As you can see, we had a nice, occasionally some of the FabLab projects get assembled right before the show. You know, we showed you guys last week. It was not assembled, and Jeb, I'm sure you'll walk us through the process of how this was. But Jeb,
first, let's start off with this project here.
We did give us a little accent hanging going on and some lighting as well.
Yeah. This project is called Oh Dear.
Oh dear.
And it's called Oh Dear because it's a deer. And so basically what we got going on here is let's go to the blog post. And you can go to blog.ponoko.com and scroll around in there and find it. Look for FabLab as the creator there. So here's the blog post. And see, I got my nice little picture here. But you can come on here, click the project Oh Dear right here, and it'll take you over to the showroom where you can download the files for free, as always. And check out some other cool pictures of the deer, Oh Dear. And this is all of its little pieces unassembled. So it's like a little puzzle like we did the T-Rex. But I was nice enough to put them in a like I numbered the backs of them.
Oh, okay.
So
wait, so in the design, it's actually
okay. The back of each one of these has a number on it. You might not be able to see it, but you start from the back and you go to the front. Well, not all of them actually have a number. These little body plates have a number. The antlers are kind of pretty self-explanatory. Let's just get it down real quick. So this is the deer head.
The deer.
It's made out of our double wall corrugated cardboard.
Yes.
Which you can go over here and check out on Ponoko.com. And that's one of the materials that we're using all month in April. August, whatever this month is. It takes some rasterizing pretty well. I suggest that you stick with like a medium to light vector outline, because if you go heavy on it, it'll start cutting out stuff. The actual medium vector even cuts out some of the O's and B's and stuff that fall out in the middle. So I might stick with like a light vector if you want to just might do it for marking purposes. As you can see, it doesn't really stay too good on the bottom end. You really want to keep this stuff, you know, pretty much like 3/8 and higher for it to really keep itself. And just like we said last time, what you have to do is to keep the rigidity of the cardboard, you have to cut against the grain to keep that rigidity. So, and by grain I mean the corrugations, and they run vertical on the piece. So, but let's just break down what we got here. This design has a back mantelpiece and like a little mounting plate, and then it just runs through, you know, all the different features of. This is a 14-point buck.
I think that's an Alabama record. Not quite sure. So
I don't know about that.
For cardboard deer.
Yeah, for cardboard deer, definitely. But I mean, it's pretty cool. It even has these like little like ears that kind of poke out, little nose thing going on. So works out pretty good. I'm not even going to try to attempt to hang that back up there, but
we have found Hercules hooks do work well with hanging the deer.
We'll just stick that there like that. But yeah, so this is the this is the deer.
the deer.
that I did it size my phone with.
You want me to put it over here? Or?
Yeah, sure. So, the process that we did for making this, you can do it one of two ways. One way is to go through and actually find some pictures of some deer. If you have like a mounted deer head somewhere that you can get a hold of, you can kind of like see how like the different there you go, the different
there we go.
yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's coming at you. No. You can see how the different like you just break it down into however many sections you want.
Yeah.
And you just kind of guesstimate on the size. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, get it kind of close to what, you know, if this is kind of coming out, you work your way down and then kind of make it flat.
So is that how you did it, or
No, the other way you can do it is just to search Google SketchUp 3D warehouse and just find a 2D thing already done and just bring it over into Corel.
And you were telling me that's a great resource that you had kind of forgotten about.
Yeah, and they got a lot of 3D models, but they also have some 2D stuff that you could pull out and, you know, do different things. The 3D models are cool because you can bring them into SketchUp, and if you have a SketchUp Pro, I think maybe the regular one might export object files, but you can export an object file, then bring it into FabLab and export an STL, and you can get some pretty cool 3D objects as well. They got some really detailed cars and stuff on there that you can maybe get 3D printed. But this was just something, it wasn't scaled to the right thickness, so I had to scale it to fit the downfall of the back plate thing was it has to fit on our corrugated cardboard piece. Right. And as you saw before on our corrugated cardboards, we only have like a I don't even remember the size, but it's pretty good, but you know, you just have to scale it right, and then the slots or whatever on the to join the pieces together. This is put together without any adhesive. Well, at first it was put together without any adhesive. I actually had to glue the back plate to the front plate and the back part of the body to the front plate so that they would all hold together kind of because I kind of overexerted myself a little.
But other than that, there's no other tools that you need.
No, you just slide it together. It's all friction fit. I fixed the design files already, but it was a little too frictiony. It was like a millimeter under, and you can see the tolerance on this stuff. Cardboard is very forgiving on tolerances, but when you go a millimeter over or under of what you're supposed to have, it's very difficult to put these things together because you're talking about corrugations going against each other. They don't want to move any. So by the time you get down to the end, you don't even have an opening because it's pushed everything forward.
Okay.
So, but those are all fixed, and yeah.
Checking to see, this is a $50 project, correct? So
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. I mean,
and it was actually not even $50. It was
did you say 43 or did I just?
It might be 43.
That? I think
it
you might
wasn't.
have told
It
me
wasn't
that,
$50 with Prime. It was less than that.
Sweet. Which is awesome because that's a pretty big like a
it's pretty cool.
Decent size project.
And I mean, you can get like different ideas from different places.
Yeah, I guess we've kind of demonstrated before that with the T-Rex and stuff, this friction fit kind of like build it up from the bottom or top or whatever. You can do it with, I mean, it doesn't even have to be an animal. I know both of ours have kind of been animals, but you could easily do it with, anything really. Yeah.
And on the T-Rex, we actually had we really need to scale it down slightly, just so that those were a little bit tighter fitting. But, it's cool. So what I ended up doing on the design files is I actually made the slots a millimeter wider, so they're 6.5 millimeters wide. The material 6.7. So, and you also have a kerfing cut of or whatever it's called, of 0.2 millimeters typically on most materials. So it should come out to be the exact same width, which will get really nice when you put that together. You shouldn't have to put it together with much force, but it'll hold itself together.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we had with that is it wouldn't hold itself together, even though they kind of fit.
So let's see. Let me pull it up here and see what the price was. It was... and we already have the other one on its way. So, that's what's good.
Okay, so
But, let's see. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It was, yeah, $43. Hey, Nick Jones got it right.
there we go. I remember you
43
telling me that.
bucks. The actual thing was only like $33, but shipping was like $10.
Okay.
So, you know, hey, that's not bad.
Sweet.
33 bucks for a little cardboard deer. But yeah, I mean, it's neat because it gets the main thing that we're trying to do here is get people's minds going, different ideas, and, you know, just gets everything, you know, kind of flowing in the head there, so you get some different ideas. So that's pretty much the project. What you can also do is email us at fab@pbcasttv.com.
Remember, Fab keychains are at stake.
And I even have them. I just saw them earlier in a Crackle Barrel bag. You hear that?
We tend to talk about quite a lot on
Yes. Some of you might not know what Crackle Barrel is, but all you need to know is that it's the bag that holds the wrong layer, holds these guys in them.
Exactly.
And each one of you will get one of those if we use your design on the show. So, yeah.
Let's see. Couple quick things to mention. Make sure to follow Ponoko on Twitter, twitter.com/Ponoko. They're really good about tweeting out, you know, when we're live and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
As well as our iTunes feeds. I know a lot of people like to use iTunes, and you can also go on our website. Those RSS feeds are available if you use Miro, I think it's called, or any other podcast catcher. Pretty much all those work there. So pbcasttv.com or Fab. I think it's fab.pbcasttv.com for that as well. And as always, you can follow Jacob on Twitter, twitter.com/freakinghuge, FREAKINHUGE. And you can check out all of Jacob's endeavors at jacobroberts.me, as well as a link to your Thingiverse account, correct, on your
correct. Where
website.
Sometimes I will post some of our projects on there.
And then
you get a little bit more in-depth, like, do-it-yourself or behind-the-scenes look at it. A lot of people kind of comment on it. And you can see derivatives of stuff that people do. It's just really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sweet. And then you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/thatnickjones, and nickjones.me. Alright, guys, that pretty much does it for this episode of FabLab. As always, I'm Nick Jones.
And I'm Jacob Roberts.
And this has been another episode of FabLab.
Yeah. So, oh dear.